I'm not feeling well, so for the most part, it's going to be mostly audio with like some clips of my face during this Mariners game recap. A couple of unfortunate things happened. It was Brian Woo's start today. Brian Woo unfortunately gave up a 3-run homer and then a solo homer. And then the Mariners came back to tie it with Victor Robles getting an RBI single. Randy Reina scored Victor Robles from third after he stole third, which was pretty epic. And then in the top of the ninth, it's tied, and then they don't get the winning run or the go-ahead run, so it's tied. You go down to the bottom of the ninth, and the Giants have a chance to walk it off, and they do. It was Gregory Santos who was the uh, pitcher who gave up the tying or the losing run for the Mariners. But that came after a very lengthy injury delay for Victor Robles being carted off the field. Robles unfortunately injured his shoulder on what was a pretty epic play. He covered, I think MLB.com said 113 feet or 120 feet in 6 seconds. Uh, Jumped, made a diving catch, but crashed into the wall and had to be carted off. Unfortunately, while that was happening, the Giants actually challenged because they weren't sure if it was a catch. It was. The Giants challenged, and the Mariners won the challenge. The Giants lost the challenge, so it was a catch. But then the very next pitch that Gregory Santos threw basically was a chopper. It hit for a chopper, and it ended up, unfortunately, scoring the run. There were 2 outs there because Robles did make the second out. The biggest concern here is what's going to happen to Victor Robles. Dan Wilson said that he was receiving initial imaging in the Giants clubhouse and medical area at the time, which I'm so grateful that we've come to the point where you can get medical imaging and basic medical treatment at the stadiums where the events are happening, because it helps in a few ways. It helps that the player can get the medical attention they need as quickly as possible, but it also helps the actual hospitals in the area deal with things quicker for non-athletic people who get just regular injuries during the day, so they can go to that emergency room while the athletes can go to their emergency room right there and not have to be transported, keeping resources available for the rest of the community. Of course, I do expect athletes to go to the hospital should anything bad happen, but I just think it's really cool that we have that ability these days. It was an unfortunate loss today. The Mariners now get to face Texas and Houston over the next couple of days at home, and we're already 5 games out of first. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do well because right now Victor Robles, our leadoff man and spark plug, could be out for a decent amount of time, and Jorge Polanco, our best offensive player of the year, missed his second straight game with knee soreness today after missing 3 games with paternity leave. So basically, he missed 5 games, which is really unfortunate, but we'll see. Julio hit a homer, Cal hit a homer. We did good on that department. So the at bats are there. The offense is getting there. We need to score more runs per game though, and we also there should be something. There absolutely needs to be something, and this is a Major League Baseball issue, I believe, where after an injury delay, pitchers can throw a couple 5 to 10 warm up pitches before actually starting to throw again.